Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you could be the most shocking, most explosive NFL story of this entire offseason. An event so huge it's ripping through the league's corridors as we speak. This is not a drill. This is not some rumor that will fade away by next week. No, this is a seismic shift, a game-changing move that's already causing chaos behind the scenes. A name that rings through the NFL halls like thunder, an elite superstar, a Pro Bowl legend, a player who embodies everything the Steelers need to finally break their curse. Sources close to the Steelers organization have just confirmed something unprecedented. A secret this big has been buried under layers of confidentiality, encrypted calls, secret meetings on private jets. Phones are ringing off the hook in the front offices, high-stakes negotiations in full swing, and all signs point to an impending blockbuster trade that could redefine the 2026 NFL landscape. But guess what? They're not just talking about a veteran quarterback or some flashy wide receiver. No, what's happening behind the scenes now, the audacious move they're plotting, involves a player no one saw coming. A player who could be the missing piece, the cornerstone that takes Pittsburgh from playoff hopefuls to legitimate Super Bowl contenders. And I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. What I'm about to reveal will shake your core, deliver a punch so powerful it will reverberate through the league for months. You won't believe who it is. You'll want to know every detail, every secret, every motive behind this mind-blowing deal. But first, you need to understand the chaos, the desperation, the urgency that's fueling this unprecedented pursuit. Because what's happening now isn't just a typical off-season shake-up, it's something darker, something bigger. And trust me, the truth is far more shocking than you could ever imagine. Now listen closely. If you're truly a fanatic, if you crave the inside scoop, the real story behind the Steelers' latest moves, then stop what you're doing. Hit that subscribe button immediately, smash the like, I mean literally do it now, and activate that notification bell. Why? Because what I'm about to tell you isn't for everyone. This is insiders-only intel, top-secret info that could blow the roof off your understanding of NFL trades this year. Those who are in the know, who are locked into the real pulse of the league, will be the first to get the full picture. The rest, well, they'll just watch the fallout unfold. This isn't a mere rumor, it's a revelation. But I know what you really want, the big reveal, and trust me, when I drop it, everything changes. Imagine this. The Steelers, desperate after a heartbreaking playoff loss, staring at a roster that's aging, fragile, and missing that one elite playmaker on defense, a game wrecker, a difference maker, a weapon that transforms their entire scheme. They've been looking for months, pulling every string, making secret calls in back rooms, flying under the radar. This is a franchise with history, with legacy, and with an unrelenting commitment to greatness. But right now, the front office. They're a hive of activity coordinating plans that could alter the NFL's power balance forever. And then they found HIM. Yes, I said it. The name is about to shake the league because I can confirm the Pittsburgh Steelers are targeting one of the most formidable safeties in the NFL today. And no, it's not just some rumor. It's a full-blown, multi-layered plan in motion. The player. A defensive superstar whose skills are unmatched. A player who in recent seasons has single-handedly changed the way defenses operate, a true game changer. I am talking about none other than Budda Baker. That's right. Budda Baker, the Arizona Cardinals All-Pro, a lightning-fast, hard-hitting, instinctive safety who's been a cornerstone of the Cards' defense since 2017. A player with a resume so stacked that even the NFL's most hardened insiders are stunned by this potential move. And I tell you, this is no ordinary trade. No, this is a strategic lightning bolt, a move that could send shockwaves through the league, shaking up rosters, schemes, and power structures in ways we've only guessed at. But let me break it down for you. Who is Budda Baker, really? Why is he so coveted? And how did the Steelers' desperate front office come to be on the verge of pulling off a deal this mammoth? That's what I'm here to reveal now. So buckle up, because what I'm about to drop will change everything you thought you knew about the NFL offseason. This isn't just a rumor. This isn't speculation. This is a full-blown insider exposé, and you're about to get the first, most detailed look in the league. First, let's set the stage. The Steelers just lost Mike Tomlin's trusted right hand, their head coach, in a shock resignation after a wild playoff disappointment. They are now existing in a state of emergency. With their franchise quarterback uncertain, a defensive core that's aging, and a salary cap flexing at nearly $50 million, they need a spark. They need a game changer. And in the shadows, behind closed doors, a plan is forming. A plan to secure a player who can redefine their entire defense and elevate their entire scheme. Now I've got sources in the league inside the Steelers' war rooms, even close to the players' camp, who have confirmed what I've suspected for weeks. This is not just about a player, it's about a statement, a message. The Steelers are gearing up for a historic relaunch. A move so bold, so strategic, that it will redefine what we expect from NFL trades in 2026. And it all centers around one name, Budda Baker, the man who, at 30 years old, has been the heartbeat of the Arizona Cardinals' defense. The player whose stats speak volumes: 147 tackles in 2019, ranked 97th in the NFL Top 100 in 2020, a four-time All-Pro, an eight-time Pro Bowler, and a nightmare for offenses to face. Baker is tough, fast, intelligent. A player who can cover, attack, and make game-changing plays all over the field. Physically, he's 5'10", 195 pounds, not the biggest on the field, but his instincts and relentless energy make him a mismatch for anyone. His playing style could be summed up like this: a lightning bolt with a nose for the ball. When he hits, opponents feel it. When he reads a play, offenses falter. His forced fumbles and recovery skills are legendary. His versatility, second to none. Imagine him wearing black and gold. The instant upgrade this would mean for a Steelers defense that's desperately chasing its past glory. It's like putting a Formula One engine into a vintage muscle car, an immediate upgrade, a game changer. And when you consider his contract, a 3-year extension through 2027 with incentives and bonuses worth millions. His market value, sky high, yet the Steelers are apparently willing to go all in, pulling out all stops because they see something rare in him, a future Hall of Famer in the making. So why now? Why this exact moment? Because the Steelers' front office, led by the brilliant Omar Khan and the new coaching candidates, see an opening, a window where they can strike. They've analyzed, they've schemed, and the whispers are that they're ready to make a move that will shock the league. But hold on, because this isn't just about the player. No, behind this masterstroke lies a web of intrigue. NFL insiders tell me that rival teams, the Ravens, Bengals, even the Bills, are absolutely terrified. They know the Steelers are pulling out all the stops and the implications. Devastating, it's a strategic chess move, a declaration of intent, a message that Pittsburgh is serious about competing for the next decade. And the mastermind behind this, a genius GM who's been in the shadows, orchestrating this entire operation, Omar Khan himself. Known for his precision, his deferred tactics, and his ability to pull off deals nobody thought possible, Khan has already begun negotiations, meticulously structuring the package that could send Baker eastward. Sources close to the deal say that the Steelers are prepared to give up multiple draft picks, some promising young talent, and an offer worth over $15 million annually to secure his services. For the Cardinals, that's a king's ransom. For Pittsburgh, that's just the beginning. The real prize is what this move symbolizes, a statement that they are not just rebuilding. They are reloading, rebranding, and reestablishing their dominance. And what does Baker himself think? Well, I've got inside info that he's intrigued, even excited. His agents are already discussing the potential fit, and Baker's recent comments about wanting a winning environment and a team that believes in its defenders point exactly where this is headed. This isn't just a business deal. This is a player's dream scenario, a shot at the biggest stage, a chance for legacy. Look, I can even tell you that NFL legends and analysts are already praising the move in private, calling it a statement move, a game of chess, and a generation-defining decision. The league's top executives are watching with bated breath, knowing full well that this could flip the entire NFL power dynamic. But wait, there's more. The financials are staggering. Baker's extension, a potential for insane incentives, bonuses tied to performance, and clauses that would make his contract one of the most lucrative ever for a safety. His market value? Projected to surpass $18 million per year in the open market. The Steelers, they're willing to spend it if it guarantees a future of defensive dominance and playoff success. And what about scheme fit? Baker's versatility means he can play both free and strong safety, adapt to the Steelers' aggressive 3-4 scheme, and even contribute as a hybrid linebacker if needed. His presence would free up linebackers to attack more aggressively, and his ball-hawking skills could be the missing puzzle piece to finally get Pittsburgh over the hump. So, here's my question for you. How does it feel to hear this? To know that the Steelers, a franchise with a storied history, a passionate fan base, and a relentless desire for greatness, might now be on the verge of pulling off a deal that could define their future. The next 48 hours will be critical. Every phone call, every secret negotiation, every piece of leverage will determine whether this blockbuster materializes or not. But one thing is certain, this story isn't over yet. And if you think this is the end, think again. Because what I've just shared with you is only the tip of the iceberg. Soon, I'll reveal even more, the details, the hidden motives, the behind-the-scenes drama that makes this story one for the ages. Stay locked in, stay alert, because the NFL offseason just turned into a war zone and nobody's safe from what's coming next. Remember this moment. Because when it all unfolds, history will remember how the Steelers dared to go all in, how they targeted the league's most feared safety, and how perhaps they finally cracked the code to a championship. You've seen the signs. You've heard the rumors. Now the real story begins. And trust me, you don't want to miss a second. Keep your eyes on this channel because I'll be here uncovering every detail, every secret, every twist that leads to what could be the biggest NFL trade in nearly a decade. The countdown has begun. The next chapter is about to be written, and when it's over, the league's landscape will never be the same. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning and what's coming next will leave you breathless.